to Tiki Taka, and in today's episode, we have the video that you've all been waiting for, the Tiki Taka Talk award show for 2025 to 2026 season. This is our Ballon d'Or ceremony. It's gonna have all of the awards given out to many different players, teams, managers. But let's get into things. Starting off, the first award that we are giving out is Club of the Year. There were so many different clubs that did well during the regular season before the World Cup happened. And these teams deserve to be a shout for Club of the Year. Starting off, we have Arsenal. Arsenal made it to the Champions League final, won the Premier League, made a new style of playing haram ball. PSG, they won the Champions League final, won Liga, which isn't that big of a league, but still they went back-to-back in Champions League, and this one was way more dominant. Bayern also was a contender. They had a great season. Bayern Munich, they won Bundesliga, one of their greatest ever domestic performances ever, breaking so many records, more than 100 goals. So Bayern are definitely a contender. But the winner for Club of the Year is Arsenal. Arsenal are the winners of Club of the Year. They won the Premier League, made a Champions League final, broke their curse of over 20 plus years without a title. And now Arsenal are back. Next up, we have Goalkeeper of the Year. This is a great award. We have 3 contenders for this one. Goalkeeper of the Year this year wasn't really that contested. Because first you have David Raya. Was remarkable for Arsenal and definitely is so many people's #1 contender for their Goalkeeper of the Year. But this is mine. This is my list. Courtois in second. Great for Belgium, great for Real Madrid. His consistency all over. And finally, Gregor Kobel. He was remarkable for Switzerland in the World Cup. He's always been decent for Borussia Dortmund, and he gets a mention. But was it ever in doubt? David Raya is the winner of Goalkeeper of the Year. Next up, Manager of the Year. This is a big one. You have 3 managers up for contention. The 3, you can make an argument for each one to win the Manager of the Year. First off, Mikel Arteta revolutionized this Arsenal team. They trusted the process, and the process worked out in the end. Luis Enrique, going back-to-back in Champions Leagues. This style of play is just so good that no team can stop it. Not even a haram ball team in Arsenal could beat that PSG team. And Enrique deserves a shout. But then we have a World Cup manager. Luis de la Fuente took this team of scrubs from Spain. If you look at them on paper, they are semifinalist max. But he took this team. He beat France. He beat Portugal. He beat Belgium. He beat Austria. He beat Argentina in the final. He won the World Cup with Spain. And in that, he gets a mention. And the winner of Manager of the Year is Luis de la Fuente for taking the Spanish team to the World Cup final and winning it. The other managers, Enrique's already won it last year, and Arteta didn't win any major trophies besides the Premier League because he made it to the final, but almost is not enough. Best Young Player, U21, the best player that is under 21 years old. There's only really 3 contenders for this. You could make a few extras, but here are the top 3. Nico O'Reilly, one of the best left backs in the world last season. He made it into that team over a brand new signing in Ryan Aït-Nouri. He's fantastic, helped to win the Carabao Cup, helped to win the FA Cup, and now he makes it into the best young player list. Next up, Lamine Yamal, won La Liga, was insanely good there, won the World Cup, was okay there, and he deserves a shout. And finally, Kubarsi. He was okay in La Liga, solid defensively with Garcia. They didn't have the best defense. But then in the World Cup, he showed who he is, the best center back at the World Cup. And he deserves a mention in the best young player list. And the winner of best young player is Lamine Yamal. I know he's going to win this until he turns 22. But Lamine Yamal was insanely good last year for Barcelona. So sad that he couldn't win the Champions League. Because if he did, he would definitely be in Ballon d'Or contentions. But my Ballon d'Or, the Tiki Taka Talk Ballon d'Or. There are 5 contenders, but there could only be one winner. Starting off, Lionel Messi. He was great in MLS. Not many people know that. He had 73 goals during the voting period. So put some respect on Messi's name. And second up, Ousmane Dembélé. He made it to the World Cup semifinal with France, scored a hat-trick in a World Cup game. He also won the Champions League with PSG, of course. He was their best player in that Champions League run, so you got to give him props. Michael Olise is another contender. So many people are saying that he doesn't deserve it because he had 0 goals in the World Cup after 20 shots. But still, remarkable season for Bayern. 7 assists, breaking the assist record in the World Cup. He's definitely a contender. Harry Kane is also a contender for the World Cup, or the Ballon d'Or. He was alright in the World Cup, didn't really have much impact in the knockouts. But for Bayern Munich, he was insane. So many goals, and he gets a contender. And finally, Rodri. Rodri won it in 2024 because he was player of the tournament at the Euros. Who says that he doesn't get the Ballon d'Or again because he's player of the tournament at the World Cup? But the winner of the Tiki Taka Talk Ballon d'Or, it's my guy, Michael Olise is my Ballon d'Or winner. He was remarkable in the World Cup, remarkable at his club. Only player to do it for both. Michael Olise is my Ballon d'Or winner, and I'll see you next time. This has been Tiki Taka Talk.